Hi, Michael. I'm Dr. Rick Staggenborg. I'm here at Netroots Nation for two reasons. I'm running for the U.S. Senate from Oregon, and I started an organization called Soldiers for Peace International. I'm here to promote that organization and to talk to people about how the way to end war and accomplish everything else we need to do as a people of the United States and of the world is going to be based on abolishing corporate personhood. I'm running for the Senate because I want to introduce a constitutional amendment that would do that. Then I intend to challenge any senator who's foolish enough to argue against it and do my utmost to make sure that they are not reelected. We can reclaim this country by reclaiming our Senate, and we can do it within 2 election cycles if I can get elected. I'm asking for people to check out my website at staggenborgforussenate.org. Check out my website, see if you like it. If you do, please tell your friends to send whatever they can send. I will need money towards the end of the campaign. Right now, this is a or a network campaign. Sorry, that's a slip from being at Netroots here. I'm having a great time meeting some wonderful people who understand the concept of interdependence. This is one movement, folks. This isn't just about ending war, getting us single-payer health care, reforming finance, getting green jobs in a new economy. It's about justice and liberty for everyone in the United States and anyone else in the world who wants it. When this is a true representative democracy, after corporations are no longer able to buy our Senate, we can do anything we want. And we will take care of our own people and make sure that other countries are able to take care of their own people. That's how we end war. Thank you.
Now, you mentioned corporate personhood, obviously a reference to Citizens United, the decision by the Supreme Court. Why is it so important to change that?
Thanks for asking me to clarify that, Michael. Actually, corporate personhood is a much older concept, but Citizens United was an important decision in that the Supreme Court did us the wonderful favor of explaining to even the people who are furthest behind the curve as to why our Senate does not run, why our government doesn't run. It's because it's been purchased by and large by transnational corporations that have no interest in America or Americans, or for that matter, the nations or people of the nations of any other nation in the world. These corporations exist only for profit. Profit's nice as long as it helps people survive, but they take more and more for the richest at the expense of the rest of us. That's why our educational system is falling apart. That's why our parents' retirement incomes are being devastated. That's why there are no jobs in the United States, and the jobs in the emerging nations are being taken away the minute they demand more than $2 a day. We cannot fix this problem unless we take into account the needs of everyone, every human being. Corporations are not persons. If corporations were persons, we could execute them for the capital offenses they commit every day and get away with. BP should be disincorporated. I don't believe in the death penalty.
Maybe they be decapitalized.
Decapitalized. I like that.
We're asking people here today the very wide open question of what's next?
What's next is I am not the only person in this country running on a campaign who has pledged to abolish corporate personhood if given the opportunity to introduce that amendment. Mark Delphine, right in my home state of Oregon, is the Libertarian candidate, and he agrees with me 100%. We intend to put on a series of debates where we explain to people our divergent opinions on what comes next after we restore representative democracy. At the moment, what comes next is you guys have to get me elected, or one of my friends from around the country who's taken the pledge. Warisacrime.org, formerly Downing Street, has a petition online. Ask the candidates from your state whether they're willing to take the pledge to abolish corporate personhood. I have.
And if people, again, I think you mentioned earlier, but if people want to find out more about you, where do they go?
They can go to Staggenborgforussenate.org, or they can go to soldiersforpeaceinternational.org. That is the peace network I've set up, the International Peace Network.
Well, Rick, thank you very much for dropping by and spending some time with us today.
Thank you very much, Michael.